There's no blueprint on how to beat me.
They got an ad with him.
Joe Louis had come out of retirement to fight Rocky Marciano. The man was 76 years old.
Your biggest payday is facing me. Without me, you're not getting shit.
One down, one to go.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Ciryl Gane, the special technique of shadow boxing.
Now that was a great boxer.
Damn right.
Kill him, buddy. The head will die. I'll leave Frazier fight.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Money Mark coming at you guys with my homeboy, compadre, my ace. I don't like the rest of it. My ace over here, one way, Renzo.
Wakanda forever. That's all I got to say. What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a nice little internet jersey you got there. Did you get that from an official retailer or did you get that from China?
Hey, man, I actually got it from a store called Box Lunch, bro.
Box Lunch?
A store called Box Lunch. My wife seen it. She said, hey, you got to have it. It's a little too big. I said, I'll throw a hoodie up under that bitch. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I feel you. Sometimes you just got to make it happen, bro. Sometimes you just got to make it happen.
But I love it, man. It's Wakanda week, man. It's fight week. Deontay Wilder fighting. It's Wakanda week. Let's go.
It's Wakanda week? Why is it Wakanda week? Because Deontay Wilder's fighting.
Because the Bronze Bomber is out here fighting this week, man. He fighting for all of us. Like I said to myself, I'm emotionally involved in this fight. If he wins, we win. If he lose, we lose. This is gonna be one of those situations for me.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. I'm going in, man. He gonna come out to some civil rights music. He might be wading in the water. I don't know, but I might cry. Who knows, man? I might be. Okay. It's going down. It's going down.
You make me feel very self-conscious with my Bruce Lee shirt on.
Hey, bro, it's all right, man. Look. Be water, my friend. Just be the room you're in. And right now we in Wakanda. That's it, man. That's it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we're in Wakanda. Right now. Thank you everyone for joining us here in Wakanda, aka Two to the Body podcast. We got some topics for you guys. We're gonna talk about some fights, and we even gonna talk about a little bit of battle rap. But we're gonna kick this off. I think I'm gonna defer to you to this round. One way, Renzo. Let us know what we talking about round one.
Look, man, make no doubt about it. It is finally here. Tomorrow, October 9th, we will finally see the third fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Now, the first fight ended in a draw. The second fight ended in a TKO victory with Tyson Fury going off with the belts. And now we get an opportunity to see if Deontay Wilder is who we say he is or Tyson Fury is just that guy, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing. The press conference was a great watch. Right now, I guess in about 20 minutes, the weigh-in is going to be live, man. And that right there is important to the fight because who knows how heavy Tyson Fury is going to be? Who knows how heavy Deontay Wilder actually is? I mean, a lot of things have changed. There's been venue switches. There have been date switches. There have been referee switches. There have been judges switches. There have been body switches. There have been style switches. Trainer switches. Hey, everybody switches, bro. It's more switches in this fight than in the old school in Texas. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see it, man. I hope Tyson Fury actually gets into the ring to actually have this fight. You know, he officially has never defended a title. This would be his first defense. And to have your first title defense against Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, hey, bro, we're talking about record-setting moments right here, bro. How do you feel about the fight?
Well, personally, I feel about the fight. I'm actually very excited about the fight. Honestly, when I saw the images of Deontay Wilder, you know, doing all types of extra stuff during training, I was kind of
pressing
like,
all the buttons, bro.
I was like, what? Honestly, to think for me, when I saw Deontay Wilder go into the body, I was like, that's a little dangerous. That's a little dangerous because at the end of the day, the boy can hit. You can say whatever you want about the boy can punch. The boy has defended his title 6 times and 10. He's knocked out 6 different individuals. 10
title defenses.
Sorry. Huh?
10 title defenses.
10. I'm sorry. He's defended his title 10 times and he's knocked out 10 different individuals. We all know the reason why we haven't seen Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua, for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. We're not going to say anything else about it. It just didn't happen. So, and he did it with just that overhand right, just overhand right. So now I'm seeing him fading, throwing feints, going to the body. And, shouts out to his trainer. Was it Malik
Scott.
Wright?
Malik Scott.
Malik Scott. I don't know why I said Malik Wright. Yeah. Shout out to his trainer, Malik Scott. Because at the end of the day, he's out here. He's like, oh, yeah, I just over here got him doing things that he always knew how to do. I just brought it out of him. Right, Malik Scott. Right. Whatever. I know what you want to say. I want to say is that fella over there wasn't doing it. I just came over here and did it. Either way, shouts out to you, Malik Scott. Honestly, looking at this, I'm just excited to see how it's going to look. See, the thing about it is I like Tyson Fury. I do like Tyson Fury. Generally. If he was fighting anybody besides Deontay Wilder, I'd be cheering for Tyson Fury, me personally. I like Anthony Joshua as well. I like all three of them, to be very honest with you. But even though, Anthony Joshua,
I mean, Anthony Joshua, it is what it is at this point. It is what it is at this point. The man just got beat by Usyk. And you know what I'm saying? Hot take, I don't believe that Fury can beat Usyk. Not convincingly, for real. So, nah, man.
We'll see.
Game doesn't change.
We'll see. I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I haven't really seen too many. I mean, I haven't really seen him against any fighters of his caliber that can actually box, like close to the level of him boxing. So that's one of the things I wonder about Tyson Fury. Like, even when he beat Klitschko could box, but it's a very robotic style. And if you're more of a fluid boxer, you have the ability to kind of pick that apart. And you have the ability, I mean, because if you're fluid, you can kind of figure out, like, he's a moving big dude. Klitschko was very, 1-2 clinch, 1-2 clinch, 1-2 clinch.
Yes.
So he had a style that was robotic, but it worked, and no one had an answer for it. So once again, I mean, technically he beat Deontay, depending on what you believe.
I mean, it's on paper. It's on paper. He beat him.
So he beat Deontay. He beat Deontay. But, just looking at that, Deontay only has he's only shown one set of skills, essentially. So it's just going to be very interesting. A lot of people are saying that, let me ask you this, and I'm going to ask you this, and I like to answer it as well. What do you say to people who say that is just training footage? It don't mean nothing.
See the first fight and how Tyson Fury fought, and then see Tyson Fury switch his trainer, and then watch how Tyson Fury fought in the second fight, and then tell me that that's impossible. That's what I would say. Like, Tyson Fury is a perfect example of what some people are saying Deontay Wilder can't do. Like, well, not Deontay Wilder, but boxers in general can't do. He's a boxer that switched his style within a training camp. And now he's giving Deontay Wilder, due to the delays, like over a year.
I would like to say is that for those of you who feel that it doesn't matter, I would implore you to watch Deontay Wilder hit pads the first fight and the second fight, and watch him hit pads now. Listen, all I'm going to say is this. There is a dramatic difference in the way that man is walking, in the way that man is hitting, the way the man is hitting the pads. Everything is completely different. Everything is completely different. When Deontay Wilder at the press conference said that we started training as soon as the first fight was over, I believe him, because that's the only way you can really do that in this amount of time. I think literally, like, as soon as he was medically cleared to train, that boy was training. And I think he was probably training before he was medically cleared to train. Bro, he started training immediately. As soon as he took that L, he was like, okay.
It's very similar to a Rocky or Creed storyline.
Getting
you
stronger.
Get beat, immediately the montage starts. You know what I'm saying?
Harder.
Exactly, bro. I'm sorry. This is one of those moments. The man, like I said the last time we spoke, the man built Russia in his backyard. You know what I'm saying? He was playing no games, bro. No games. He probably called Khabib over and they wrestled bears together.
Probably so, dog.
Alabama Bears, and you know what they look like.
No, I don't. I never.
Me either, man. Me either. I don't know. I don't have a description for an Alabama Bear.
Well, honestly, we got to give Tyson Fury his credit. I mean,
Absolutely.
Tyson Fury is a decorated He is a decorated striker. He is as skilled as he says he is. I mean, it is what it is.
He's as
I
big
think
as
right
he
now
says
we're
he
looking,
is.
huh?
I said he's as big as he says he is. The man is a huge man to be boxing.
100%. 100%. And I think when we're talking about who's better, like at the end of the day, what I hate about this whole fight is that he loses to Tyson Fury. We act like he was a scrub all along. He defended his title 10 times. 10. He has a bronze medal in the Olympics. What we're talking about here is some of the best heavyweight boxing we've seen in a very long time.
True.
Right? We're talking about 3 potential Hall of Famers, right? We're talking about we're talking about 3 Hall of Famers.
Think about it. Let me put this into consideration. Put it in consideration. Usyk, undisputed cruiserweight champion, won the gold medal at light heavyweight in the same Olympics that Anthony Joshua won his gold medal in. And you have Tyson Fury, undefeated heavyweight champion. Deontay Wilder, 10-time defending, trying to be 2-time heavyweight. Bro, they're all Hall of Famers. Like it is a perfect combination of different styles of fights. We haven't seen a cruiserweight come up and do what Usyk did to Joshua since Holyfield came up from cruiserweight and started bodying heavyweights, bro.
A lot of people don't know.
It is
that
an amazing
Holyfield,
time.
A lot of people don't remember that Holyfield was a cruiserweight.
Oh yeah, one of Holyfield's last fight. Holyfield is so old that his last fight at cruiserweight was 15 rounds. So you put that into perspective. When the last time you seen a 15-round fight other than watching YouTube? You have to. Get out of here. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
But yeah, man. But boxing, the heavyweight division is in good hands, man. We got 4 guys that can fight. Well, 3 guys that can fight and 1 guy that, brings a lot of people to the crowd.
Who's the guy that brings a lot of people to the crowd?
Oh, Anthony Joshua, man. He brings.
Come on, that man can fight. Don't do that. Don't do that. That boy can fight.
He absolutely can fight, but Willie, it's a different question.
I think Anthony Joshua is his biggest problem is that he underestimates. If Anthony Joshua gets confident, it's like whatever.
Bro,
and then
there's a guy, he calls himself Breadman. He calls into and is a frequent guest on a Showtime podcast that I listen to. And he had a great synopsis on or a great description on what it was that would seem to be Joshua's problem. He just accept losing easier than other fighters. Bottom line.
No, that's weird. That's really good.
Yeah, I think it's just accepted a little easier, because
you saw him at the press conference. He was just kind of like, "Yeah, man, whatever. It was good. Yeah, we're gonna come back."
Like,
and I honestly do believe, he's gonna come back. I do believe he's gonna come back.
To make a lot more money.
No, I think he's gonna come back and beat him.
He ain't got a choice, bro. He signed a lifetime contract.
I think he's gonna come back and beat him. I think
he's gonna come back and beat Usyk, bro. No,
I think so.
No. See, here's the thing.
All right.
He had to switch up to become a boxer in order to beat Andy Ruiz in the second fight, right?
Okay.
He has a suspect chin. And you saw how Usyk was doing the man in the fight, right? What if Usyk go all out on that dude within the first 4 or 5 rounds and then he ain't got the lung capacity to deal with that shit, bro? Like, I don't think he can beat Usyk at all. After what I watched, like, that knockout from Andy Ruiz, it's a knockout. I give it that. Okay, cool. You can come back from that. But how you just got your ass whooped, bro? And you ain't old? Like, I can see if he fight up in age.
I personally, all right.
He whooped his ass, bro.
Hear me out. He did not, in my personal opinion, when watching it, he didn't really start fighting until I think the 3rd or 4th, like the middle rounds, essentially. That's when I saw Anthony Joshua start fighting.
Because he landed that one punch and he got a little confidence.
Okay, because so what I'm saying to you,
but his confidence was taken with the first straight left hand of the fight. He got hit that first time in the fight, and he took 2 steps back and was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I don't. But I'm saying, I'm telling you, I think what it was, I don't think he thought Usyk was just a warm-up fight to give time to make Fury happen. Usyk wasn't supposed to win. He wasn't supposed to be a challenge. And I think he was supposed to be a tomato can. He thought he was a
Bro.
tomato can, a good tomato can, but he thought he was a tomato can.
And that's why Wilder messed up the bag for Fury. Wilder messed up the bag for Fury and AJ. Because if Wilder wouldn't have stuck to his guns and got this fight that we're about to watch tomorrow, we would have seen both of those guys, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, make about $75 million a piece fighting in Abu Dhabi for the belts. And we would have saw Anthony Joshua get his ass whooped.
No, I think he would have been ready for Fury, man.
Nah, bro, you ain't ready for. Look, if a smaller man can do you like that, that bigger man that can do what that smaller man can do, definitely gonna do you like that, and it's gonna look worse. You're gonna be more embarrassed.
Well, we didn't get to see it.
Embarrassed, but then again, he accept losing so easily, he won't even be embarrassed.
Whatever, man.
All shucks. I think that's what they say.
Move on to the next round, man. Who's round?
Man? Let's go ahead, man. It's your round, man. Let's go on to some UFC news. What you got for us today, bro?
Okay, so they finally announced, and I think Renzo, you got the date, right?
January 22nd, man. 22nd.
All right.
Staying heavy in that bitch.
So January 22nd, they finally announced the collision of heavyweights in the UFC. We got the ever so scary
France, stand
Ngannou.
up.
Huh?
I said, France, stand up.
Yeah, my friend stands up. Bonjour. Stand up. But yeah, we got the fight that we're looking for. We got the ever so scary Francis Ngannou going up against the ever so elegant Ciryl Gane. This is happening January 22nd, 2022. So people are already weighing in, and people are already speculating on what's going on. What makes this fight so super interesting is the fact that Francis and Ciryl Gane train at the same gym. I believe it's the MMA Academy, I think, in France. I forgot the I'm pretty sure he's a Haitian fella, Sakpase, but I'm pretty sure he's a Haitian fella who's their trainer. I think it's John something, whatever the case may be. So those guys are always named John.
I was gonna say Baptiste, but when you said I ain't even gotta say it. Nah.
But anyways, yeah, he was Francis' old trainer, and Ciryl Gane's, of course, current trainer. There's actually been several clips of them training that's been circulating YouTube and the internet. So everyone is speculating, especially after Ciryl Gane's dominating defeat of Derek Lewis. Now, I personally think that, yes, that is what you're supposed to do to Derek Lewis. That's what Volkov did to Derek Lewis. He just stood there while Derek Lewis, Ciryl Gane was just smart. I think Volkov basically solved that puzzle for everybody by getting his ass whipped that one time. Volkov was piecing him up, and he got comfortable, and Derek Lewis doesn't disappear, everyone.
Same mistake Curtis Blaze made. Got comfortable doing what you're doing, got caught. If you give somebody with a puncher's chance, that puncher's probably going to punch you in the fucking face. Bottom line, bro. Bottom line.
And that's what happened. Ciryl Gane did not give Derek Lewis that opportunity. He definitely stayed on his pocket. Now, everyone is essentially very concerned or very excited, I guess, to see the fight because of the fact, I say concerned because Francis Ngannou is a fan favorite. The whole story of him coming from Cameroon, working in the sand mines, sneaking over to France, only to become an MMA fighter at the age of, we don't know how old he is because, he's from one of those countries that they may not record his age. Yeah. That's usually what they do. We don't know how old he is, but at the tender age of, let's say 30.
Yeah, he definitely the same age as somebody in a Little League World Series or some type shit like that. He definitely got one of them suspect. Okay. Oh, roundabout 30? That time. Yeah.
Okay. So 30, at the tender age of 20-something, he learned MMA and has been knocking people out ever since.
Sounds like after Deontay Wilder, bro.
Kind of like Deontay Wilder.
Forever.
So this is the fight, the brawl for it all, essentially. And people are interesting. Now, first thing I would say, in my personal opinion, I think it is a little interesting that they didn't give Stipe a rematch. They gave Ciryl Gane this title fight.
But did Stipe want a rematch?
Huh?
Did Stipe want a rematch?
No, he does.
Okay.
Stipe is crazy. Stipe is, listen, here at Two to the Body, we love everyone. But Stipe is that white boy that is crazy. Like you can just tell. You can look at him. He's that. Oh, okay. Oh, we fighting? What's up? He's that fella.
I'm just saying he might want a rematch, but he didn't want an immediate rematch. He definitely wanted some time off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, definitely. I think he definitely did because I think at the last fight he took Cormier right after Ngannou and he got knocked out pretty easily by Cormier. So I think that there is lasting effects. I think when you fight Ngannou and you take a couple of them shots, you probably need to chill and go sit down for somewhere for a second. And I definitely think that might be a case. But nonetheless, Ciryl Gane versus Francis Ngannou. And I'll say this. I mean, and giving your personal opinion. Well, before I give my personal opinion, one way, tell me, what do you think? Who is your favorite in this?
I'm gonna have to say this. I fear for Francis Ngannou. Like, if he can't land his hands, I mean, it's gonna be very similar to this Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. Is he gonna do enough to be able to land a big right hand? Is he gonna be able to withstand a lot of this bouncing around, a lot of these punches and kicks from a lot of different angles from a more athletic fighter? Because make no mistake about it, this would be the most athletic fighter he's fought in the octagon, no? And to that point, you think about Ciryl Gane, you think about Thiago Silva, right? Was it Thiago Silva that lost to John Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bro, that's a heavyweight version of that man. I worry for John Jones watching people like Ciryl Gane. Like, Ciryl Gane is the real deal, bro. Like, he's for real. I do believe that he's the future of what heavyweights in the UFC are going to start to look like. They're not
I definitely feel that if Francis beats Ciryl Gane, he probably should just wait around for Jones and
get that money and get on out of here. If he can't get past Ciryl Gane, definitely get that rematch.
Yeah, I think if he beats Ciryl Gane, well, I'll say this, in my opinion, I think that Francis is going to be just fine. Two things. First of all, number one, I feel like this. I think a lot of people look at Ciryl Gane and, first of all, as far as fans, we're fickle. Not saying you are one way, but a lot of fans are fickle.
Shit.
Super fickle. So when you see the challenger, right, you automatically forget everything that the champion might have done. Like, let's be clear. Ciryl Gane is impressive. So is Stipe. Very impressive. Beat everybody, right?
Yeah.
Beat everybody. That's number one. Number two is like this. One of the things I think a lot of people don't understand what makes people like Francis or Brock Lesnar so dominant. I used to be an individual that used to poop on Brock Lesnar when I first saw him fight because I didn't really necessarily understand what was going on, right?
Yeah.
The issue is with athletes like Brock Lesnar and athletes like Francis Ngannou is that they are different types of athletic. For instance, Ciryl Gane can do that for extended periods of time. Francis Ngannou, he probably has to preserve his energy and react in bursts. But that burst is instantaneous and it's violent. The issue that you have with Francis Ngannou and that he presents to most strikers and most individuals in that regard is that Francis Ngannou can come from here to there in 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and he's there. And the average individual, especially if you're working in reserves, you can't react fast enough.
Nah.
If you look at how he knocked out Stipe, that initial knockout with Stipe wasn't the left that he normally throws. It was a jab.
Yeah.
It was a jab. He caught Stipe on a jab while Stipe was moving. He faked and hit him with a jab. And it was so powerful, dropped him, and Stipe couldn't make up the distance. Now, Ciryl is a specialist striker. So in that regard, Cyryl's probably going to make sure his head is not in position, whatever the case may be, which is going to lead me to my third point. My third point, Francis Ngannou is going to blast double leg him, and he's going to take him down. Ciryl Gane probably he's a kickboxer. He's probably not a ground specialist.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Francis Ngannou has Kamaru Usman with him.
Yeah.
So what you're going to see, Francis is going to take him down. What we saw Francis do, he stuffed a double leg, spun around Stipe, spun around his back, and then proceeded to try to take him down again. Francis has been working on his ground game. Ciryl Gane is probably not a ground specialist. Those guys over there at Extreme Couture are going to teach him to do a blast double leg.
We damn sure they ain't teaching him how to wrestle.
No, just blast double leg. That's all he needs to do. I'm telling you, you're going to see Ciryl Gane try to take that guy to the ground. That's number one.
I like it.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. He has a gym that has a whole bunch of wrestlers over there at Extreme Couture. And then he has one of who Dana White just called one of the pound for pound best fighters in MMA, Kamaru Usman, and his specialty is wrestling.
Hey, man.
He's going to wrestle Ciryl Gane.
It's not something I considered, but it is something that I am considering now. And
I'm telling you,
Ciryl Gane, you got.
He's either going to wrestle him or he's going to push him against the cage and Shane Carwin him, like Shane Carwin did. What's his name? Used to be the champion and Brock Lesnar beat him up. What's his name?
Man, I don't remember those.
Echo sponsorship. Yeah, he had the douchebag Pete.
Boy, I don't remember the. I don't remember the board shorts heavyweights at all, for real.
Well,
yeah, I don't remember those guys.
He's definitely a border shirt. That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember them. I don't remember the boogie board guys in the heavyweight division at all.
He can push him against the cage. He's either going to get him in the clinch. He's either going to get him in the clinch, push him against the clinch, and unload him on there, or he's going to. I think he's going to hit him with a double leg. Either way, I think Francis is going to win the fight, in my personal opinion. I think those two individuals know each other. I believe Ciryl Gane has always been Ciryl Gane. He just didn't decide to do MMA, or he just didn't get in the UFC. I believe Francis is just a different beast. Yeah. One thing I've noticed about Francis is that in every fight, except for that Rosenstrike fight, Francis gets a little bit better. He's gotten his confidence there, and he's with a real team that seems to understand Francis and has completely focused on Francis. Like, it kind of makes sense now if you have a Ciryl Gane there, you're probably not giving that much attention to Francis. Francis just so happened to knock everybody out.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I think that Francis needed that individual one-on-one attention. I mean, he's working with people like Haider Hassan, who he's working with a lot of different individuals over there in Extreme Couture, and I think he's going to do very well in this fight. And, of course, because of delays, Francis has been training for forever. So, it is what it is. I think Francis is going to be decent. I'm going to pull it out. I think Francis is going to pull it out. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be some difficulty there, but I think Francis is probably going to take him down. And if he shoots a double leg first, even if Ciryl stuffs it, Ciryl has to worry about it. And that's Francis can't have more than one weapon.
That's a problem in itself. Worried about the takedown is just as bad as a takedown.
Yeah, Francis can't have more than one weapon. He can't. If you give Francis more than one weapon, it's unfair.
True. I mean, yeah,
it's unfair. It's unfair. So if I shoot a double leg on you, right, and I'm semi-successful and you stuff it, now you gotta think about it. Now you're not really dancing around like that.
Nah, man. It's what Stipe went through. It's like, he can wrestle better now. No.
Stipe was I think he was like a Division III wrestler. A Division III wrestler is not supposed to. Francis just started doing this like 5 or 10 years ago. A Division III wrestler should not be stuffed and have someone spin around on their back. Francis' wrestling was a lot better.
Yeah, bro.
Francis' wrestling was a lot better.
He's surprised.
He wanted to keep wrestling. He was comfortable trying to wrestle Stipe. Mind you, the last time they saw each other, Stipe held that man and out-wrestled that man for 4 straight rounds.
Yeah, man.
Or 5 straight rounds.
Times have changed, man. Like, hey, another fighter who changed their trainer came back for another fight. Showed out.
And that's what makes the fight so interesting, because there's bad blood, not necessarily between Ciryl Gane and Francis, between Francis and his old trainer.
Between the camps.
Francis has actually never said anything about his old trainer. In fact, he's always been very positive about that experience. But his old trainer definitely was out there all up in the videos, saying all types of funny stuff, talking about Francis.
That's it, bro.
Come to death row. But with that, I end my round. One-way Renzo. Tell us what you have for the next one.
Hey, man, as far as the next one is concerned, it's more of one of these joint ventures. It's not too often that I get an opportunity to sit down and see some battle rap.
Oh,
But when it's great battle rap, when it's a 3-0, when it's an ass whooping, bro, I'm here. I don't care if it's boxing, basketball, football, baseball. If somebody getting their ass whooped, I'm gonna watch it. I love blowouts. And what
hold on, Renzo.
Go ahead.
You feel it was a 3? How about we introduce it first before we say it's a 3-0?
You go ahead and introduce it, and I'm just gonna stand on because I will introduce it as
a 3-0.
3-0,
body
3-0,
body bang, body head
bangers. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, no.
Okay. All right. Well, introducing this round. So, was it 2 weeks ago? I believe 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago on Saturday, we witnessed. Now, first and foremost, on To the Body, we talk about all thing combat related, combat sports related, and one of the things that we feel that is combat sports related is battle rap. Battle rap is
these niggas doing pressers now. They're doing pressers now.
They're doing face to faces. They're doing face offs. Come on, it is what it is.
Side betting. Hey, it's a combat sport, bro. It's a combat sport.
So 2 weeks ago, we had the pleasure of witnessing Summer Madness 11, I believe it was. Summer Madness 11. During this, there was Summer Madness, for you, those of you who are not aware, Summer Madness is an event that's thrown by the URL Ultimate Rap League.
Yes.
Which happens, of course, every summer. It's typically speaking the highlight event, the Super Bowl of battle rap, typically speaking. Normally, and honestly, it happens every summer. And honestly, it's typically the best battle rap card across all promotions every year. Summer Madness is usually the best battle rap promotion, the best card you'll see, I would say. And if you know battle rap, please argue. Anyways, so we had Summer Madness. Now, Summer Madness had all the heavy hitters. And this past Summer Madness, we had Tsu Surf, Tsunami Surf, versus John the Don, which was an epic clash, so to speak. Now, I personally think that John the Don did his best. All his bars, every round he did, except the first round was in, but every round he spit was solid. He had some things going. Round 2 was a very solid round. I feel round 2 is definitely debatable, but Renzo definitely introduced this as a 3-0. 3-0 for whom, Renzo?
3-0 for Tsu Surf, man. John the Don has this demeanor that whether he's winning or losing, the way he stands there really perpetuates that either way. So if he's just standing there and he's, he killing, and obviously the other rapper isn't doing that well, then it's amazing. But if the other rapper is doing as well or better than him standing like that does not help the judging at all. And that's just what happened with John with me. Because the way he was standing there, having this man slap him on his chest, making great points at the same time, like indisputable points. Hey,
no, definitely.
You just gotta take that ass whooping. And I applaud him as far as combat sports is concerned, because you got out there and you fought, bro. I can't do it.
You fought, bro.
You fought, bro.
You fought.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. Well, yeah, he did a great job. He had great he had some great bars. He had great setups. He does everything that John does, but in a venue like this, especially these larger venues, and it's no different than fighting. Some people do better when the lights are shining the brightest. And Tsu Surf is one of those guys when it's a bunch of people out there, he got it. If it's too tight knit, he may not have it because the dudes that you brought with you may be louder. But if he can get 100%. The crowd, bro, he turned into B Rabbit at the shelter, bro. Like he got everybody bouncing 100%. Up and down. Fuck the free world, bro.
100%. I agree with you 100%. I think that
he was standing there like Papa Doc.
Tsu Surf lost his last 3. So to explain why this is so epic, because Tsu Surf, I think, has lost his last 3. And there was talks that Tsu Surf may think he's bigger than the culture. In fact, I think that was one of John the Don's whole round.
So
that he
back to combat sports.
So
he Adrian Broner. So he Adrian Broner. Back to combat sports. He Adrian Broner. So he done lost his last 3 fights, but he's still bigger than the. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. Come over here and make some money because you ain't gonna do it nowhere else. Cool. Adrian Broner.
But what I'll say
Tsu
is
Surf.
this: is that.
I
But
love
no,
Adrian,
this is why I
by
don't
the
think he's Adrian Broner because of this. Tsu Surf is himself with a crowd. Tsu Surf needs crowd reaction. See, a lot of the things that make Tsu Surf can rap very well, very well, very well. And we're talking about top tier here. He can rap very well. But the issue with Tsu Surf is that he needs that reaction. He everything he does is for that reaction. And one of the strategies about battle rap, if you take the crowd with you, you're going to win. Go ahead.
I'm waiting for you to say anything that doesn't sound like Adrian Broner.
Well, I don't know. I don't know enough about Adrian Broner.
I'm just saying everything you said just described Adrian Broner. Like, what is Adrian Broner's problem? We say he don't let his hands go because he be what? Waiting on a reaction. Get out of here, bro. Everything you just said is definitely Adrian Broner, bro.
Well,
hands down.
Well, listen, that
amazing skills, right? Amazing skills.
Amazing skills. Amazing skills. He has top tier skills. I mean, I just said Adrian Broner has top tier skills.
But would you say Tsu Surf don't put in the work like he should do? Because if he put in work, he'd be bad. He'd be that much better.
I'll be honest with you. It's hard to like if you get all right. This is what I'm saying about Tsu Surf. Even though he's lost a couple of his battles due to him he's lost his battles because he hasn't had third rounds, right? Now, he says he's going through a lot of personal things, and that's why he doesn't have them, which is, I guess, Adrian Broner-esque as well, too. But I would say that with Tsu Surf, it is hard for Tsu Surf to be better than what he is. Tsu Surf just has to be there. Like, if Tsu Surf was any better, he's like, he'd be with Mook.
He'd be too
and,
good,
and
right?
Lux and them.
He'd be too good, right? He'd be Mayweather, right? If he was too good, he'd be Mayweather, right?
Whatever. Anyways, to me, the highlight of the match was the Mortal Kombat bar. I think he said when you go down, up, down, back, and press R2, you split them in half. I was like, I lost my mind in that at the crib. I was like, what? Bro, yes. So definitely. I think that it was definitely I'll say it's 2-1. Second round is debatable. Second round is a debatable round. If you ask me my personal opinion, let's just be fair. If you ask my personal opinion, it's a 3-0. He washed him. But to be fair, 2-1. Second round is debatable.
We'll call it a 10-9, 10-10, 10-9.
10-9,
10-9.
Either way,
10-10,
Tsu Surf beat him. He beat that dude. He beat him. And it is what it is.
He definitely did. But it was amazing to see, man. It was very entertaining. As a matter of fact, it was one of the ones that fans like myself need to see because it's one that's going to cause me to watch some more now.
Oh, yeah. And it's free on caffeine.
That's going to cause me to watch some more. Definitely.
What I will say is that I would be remiss to talk about Summer Madness 11 to not give proper props to, of course, Chess and was it Chevy I think Chevy the block captain. Hold on, let me make sure. I have to give I wasn't familiar, so I'm familiar with Chess because that's the fella that had the asthma attack. Oh, Easy the block captain. It's Chess versus Easy the block captain. I got to give him credit. Apparently that was the battle of the night. I saw the highlights of it. The boys were spitting, and Chess did so well. Both of them boys did well, but Chess did so well. First of all, everyone said that was the battle of the night, and we saw Tsu Surf versus John the Don.
So I got to go back and see this one now. I got to go back and see this fight.
No, seriously. This is not even for the podcast. Like, seriously, go back and watch it. Everyone says that's the battle of the night. And Chess, they're putting Chess in front of Charlie Clips now because of it. I don't think Chess is ready, but hey.
We're about to find out, bro. Like, everybody needs to
find out. And that's what battle rap is about. That's what battle rap about. You know, when you don't have multiple commissions and you have one owner who says, hey, you gonna do that, you get the fights you want to see. You get the fights you want to see.
That's it, bro.
That's
it. You want to see them in a prime fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait years from now. You don't want to see Joe Budden face one of these guys. You don't want to see Saigon come back and face one of these guys. You don't want to see that no more. You want to see these guys in their prime face each other.
Another honorable mention, we have to give it up for Calico versus Geechee Gotti. Great battle. And I didn't see this, but I heard Hollow the Don versus K-Shine was pretty decent as well. I heard Hollow did that boy bad.
But that's good. I didn't see it. That's good. And I guarantee you, if it's anything like what I think it is, it's definitely one of those bad knockouts because Hollow, when he winning, well, he get loud.
He's like really, really winning. And then he's like making fun of you.
Like, bro, because
his voice starts cracking. Tears.
Yeah.
Tears. Bro. And everyone's like,
hey, man. Yeah, it can get real bad in there for you. It'll be a long night if you losing to Hollow.
Well, if you're looking where you guys can see all these, hey, every Saturday it seems like they're doing a card on Caffeine. It's free, so download the Caffeine app. Pay us here. Add here.
Yes, I can put some. I can reference the Caffeine.
That,
you know what I'm saying?
The URL app here or maybe up here, maybe up here,
somewhere.
Up here, at here. URL app $7.99. Unlimited battles, unlimited amount of battles.
Unlimited.
Definitely
battles.
check it out.
I'll tell you, man, it's amazing, bro. It's an amazing app to see all this shit on, bro.
$7.99 a month. I thought I honestly wanted to see the chess battle because people won't shut up about it. So I definitely want to see the chess battle. I think I might give them $7.99 for the month so I can go ahead and watch it. I definitely catch on Caffeine whenever I get a chance if there's not a fight that's taking my attention. Probably won't be watching this weekend because of course we're watching Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury.
Shout out to Wakanda Week. We're almost at the culmination of Wakanda Week. It's either us or them. Hopefully it's not them.
All right, guys. So with that being said, I guess those are our 3 rounds for True to the Body podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. Definitely support and definitely show support to the Logical Crazy Talk Network podcast, Sneaker Saturdays,
everything.
Renzo, you got Chopping Up with Renzo on your channel. Definitely check that out.
Renzo, man. Chopping Up with Renzo. Always check that out. I'm always chopping up about things that I like. Right now, I'm interested in Gabby Petito. That's a very interesting thing going on in my head right now. Where is Brian Laundrie? For real, though. And why did y'all let his ass go?
Listen.
I'm just saying.
Listen. And, of course, Stories with Chris. But, guys, this is your boy Money Mark signing off with One Way Renzo.
Peace.
Peace.